Kia ora, a corridor of cloud out towards the west, an area of low pressure, and wrapping around that we have got some heavier rainfall. You can see this band of cloud feeding in towards the northern parts of the south, and that's already bringing some rainfall in towards Nelson. We've got more of that to come as we head through the daytime. Now, as we go through the rest of this afternoon, we'll find some showers springing up through Canterbury, but more importantly, down the far south. Some of those fairly heavy and thundery. You can see as well, we've got some of those sharp showers across those central parts of the North Island as well. And again, the risk is some of those could be thundery as we head through the afternoon through those central parts and the eastern parts of the North Island. We can track those showers as well, run up towards the likes of, say, Auckland as well. More isolated the further north you go, but I think it's still worth keeping an eye on those radar charts this afternoon. That wetter weather you can see moves across towards the eastern side, but it's these showers in the far south which may well develop into severe thunderstorms. So there is a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Southland, Fiordland, Clutha, and also across in towards central Otago as well. Head along to the Met Service website for those, but the biggest risk is between about 3 p.m. to about 11 p.m. on Thursday. Now, overnight tonight, we'll find those showers die away as the heating just cools off a touch. This next area of rain, though, moves on towards that western side of the North Island. We are looking at a bit of a wetter start today for Friday, but overnight temperatures still relatively mild for the time of year, not particularly warm, but I think still lows around about 11 or 12 degrees Celsius across the North Island, and at the coolest, down to 5 or 6 in the far south. As we head on in towards Friday, you can see this rain continues to move across. 1 or 2 heavier falls, but briefly heavy with that front as it moves across the likes of, say, Auckland and Northern. But it is an improving story there, and we are going to find some drier and clearer weather later on. Down the South Island, we'll keep an eye on those showers moving across the likes of, say, Christchurch and Canterbury. Just seeing a few more out towards Banks Peninsula later on. And once again, seeing more showers developing through the day down in the far southern parts of New Zealand. So let's take a look up towards the North Island. We are going to start off with that wet weather, and as that band of rain moves across west to east, it could briefly be heavy across parts of Northland and Auckland, but you can see that behind it there's some clearer skies. As we go through in towards the afternoon, we are going to find perhaps that risk of 1 or 2 thunderstorms just building up again about the ranges more than anything else, but some clearer skies back from Northland, Auckland, down in towards the central parts. We'll keep hold of a few showers in towards Taranaki and also through towards the Kapiti coast, and even perhaps an odd one still just pushing through towards Wellington City as well. But generally things are going to get drier as we head through the daytime once that band clears away towards the east. In terms of our temperatures, we're still up into the high teens, even the low 20s, but not as warm as it has been over the last few days. And the still temperatures overnight, still relatively mild for that start of November. Down on the South Island, we are going to find cloud and wet weather feeding in from the north. Down in the south, we start off with some clearer skies, but still areas of cloud with us as we head through the morning time. As we head in towards the afternoon, we'll find some more showers developing across those far southern parts and towards Canterbury as well. But I think there are going to be some good breaks between them. Just again, watching out for some heavy, perhaps thundery showers forming through parts of Canterbury and down towards those more eastern parts of Otago. See some of the best weather out towards Fiordland. As we head through the afternoon, those showers easing off in most spots, but just lingering around the lights of Banks Peninsula. So keep an eye on the forecast there. In terms of our temperatures, once again, 18 and 19 degrees Celsius in Christchurch. And again, those temperatures are overnight. There's nothing too cold to worry about. On in towards the weekend. Well, for the North Island, a real change compared to what we saw at the start of the week. Some drier weather for those eastern sides of Northland and down towards the eastern side of the North Island as well. We'll keep hold of more showers out towards the west, but I think there is more activity generally down the South Island, particularly around that western side and down the far southern parts. Head up towards Nelson and Marlborough. Saturday looks like a fine day for you. As we head on in towards Sunday, still that east-west split across the North Island. I think we'll keep more cloud around those western-facing coasts. Still a few showers to watch out for, but not nearly to the same level as we'll see down south. 1 or 2 heavier showers not out of the question around the likes of, say, Canterbury later on in the day. And we're going to keep a very close eye on that just as we head through towards Monday. But I think we are going to find a bit of brighter weather returning towards that western side of the South Island by Sunday. That's it from me. This is from metservice.com.